Now, there was a case, two cases actually very, very similar, one in Queensland and one in Victoria, where young couples went out and bought their first investment property. Their accountant says, pop it in your own name. It's fabulous. You know, you can negatively gear, you can do all this great stuff. Make sure you get a pest and building inspection report. So these two young couple went out and got their pest and building inspection report. But the thing with that was that in both reports, the one in Victoria, it had a rickety balcony. The one in Queensland, the back step was too high. It was one of those typical old Queenslanders, not of legal height. And in both reports, it said that it needed urgent attention because it was unsafe and didn't meet code. Well, of course, time went on. They didn't get around to fixing either of the things. The one in Victoria, the tenant fell off the balcony and had a back injury. The one in Queensland tripped on the back step and had a neck injury. Both tenants sued. Both tenants won. Both couples that owned those properties in their own name and their own home in their own name lost everything. Why? Because they knew about the problems because it was in the building inspection report, and they couldn't evidence that they had taken any action to rectify it. Consequently, because of the building defects, they lost absolutely everything. It was considered to be criminal negligence, and insurance doesn't cover you in the case of criminal negligence. Big thing there. Uninvited guests is absolutely huge. And as you can see there in the little picture, that includes burglars. I had a very sad case, and a lot of people come to me because I've been recognised as a leading expert in asset protection for over 10 years now. I actually started speaking to accountants about how they can train their clients about asset protection. And this gentleman had come to me. He'd lost his wife to cancer a couple of years earlier, and he wanted to give something back to the Cancer Foundation. So he decided he would build this amazing property and donate it to the Cancer Foundation as a respite centre. And he was about 3/4 of the way through building it when one of the young builders, he took his girlfriend out on a weekend to show her this amazing property that he was building. And she took her 3-year-old with her. Now, a building site is no place for a 3-year-old. The 3-year-old ran around and did what 3-year-olds do. And she fell down a 3-metre drop onto a concrete slab. Now, this is a very sad story, and everybody loses. The child was injured and is going to need ongoing medical attention for the rest of her life. She will never be the same. The child and the mother then sued the owner of the property. Now, the guy who owned the property was the guy who came to me, and he relayed this story to me. Now, you know, he'd been to every barrister in the state, and every barrister had said to him, settle out of court, make it go away. Because if you go to court, you're going to lose everything anyway, because your insurance cover doesn't cover uninvited guests. Had the builder been injured, he would have been covered. But because that child was an uninvited guest, then he wasn't insured. And I can tell you now, you know, anyone who's listening right now, you need to go and read your insurance policies. It's under the public liability section of your insurance policies for your home, as well as your investment properties or any business property that you might have. Because if you are not covered for uninvited guests, and there will be about 1/3 of you that aren't, then a burglar, as I've got there in the picture, could break into your home, slip on a kid's toy, break their back, and sue you for the house.